Step in the crack. You eat your shoe right up.
Ooh.
Get up in here.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know we were going down.
Watch your step. Now, this little elevator, it's, you know, we got some little kids and all that. Back then, that one they held 20 was only half of this big. We ain't got
I think
near
you're on the
20.
right
All right, I need right in here, and I need right in there too. All right, there you go. You can watch that window up there if you want to, because here we go. All right, we'll get off here then. See if I can do Moses' routine here. There we go. All right, that crack is still there. And there's a little one out there. Right over there to the left where that light is. Remember that one?
Let's go. I'm still recording.
Huh?
I'm still recording.
You want to have somebody else with your stick?
Get around here, there's always somebody saving my spot. Well, that's great. Somebody always saves it. They don't matter one person. Anyway,
Real tight right here, bud.
all right, now this right here is a reconstruction of one of the tunnels in the Mammoth Mine. That Mammoth Mine's closed down right now. Got full of water, still full of gold, but it's closed and won't ever get opened again. Now, this tunnel here is the exact replica of a tunnel. All these tools came out of it. The only difference is the height and the width. The height of the Mammoth Mine was 6 feet at the top and 4 feet wide. So any mine back then was 6 foot tall. That was as high as it got. And so if you was over 5'6", you probably didn't want a job. You'd be bumping your head all day long. Now, when the miners came down here, they all got in those little carts up there, and they all got issued 4 candles and a gallon of water. There was no light in here, so all their work was done by candlelight, and they're down here 12 hours a day. Got paid $3 a day for it. So that's a pretty tough day. Now, when they came down here, they started to dig for the gold, and they started with a little star bit like this right here, and they would put that up to the wall, and they would hit it and twist it, hit it and twist it, so on and so on, and they would chip away the rock little by little. Now, what they were going for was a 7 foot deep hole. Well, that ain't going to get them 7 foot deep. That'll give them about a foot. Once they got that foot, they went to that big bar right up here, and this is a 7 foot bar. So what they would do, they would bury this all the way into the ground. Now, when they got to this job right here, it turned into a 2-man job. And one guy would hold this bar, one guy would hit it with a 16-pound sledgehammer. Now, this goes on for 12 hours a day. So they switch positions every 30 minutes. And that's for 2 reasons. And one, they didn't want either guy getting too tired doing the same job over and over. And the other reason was in case that guy with that hammer hit the guy holding the bar, he got a shot right back at him in 30 minutes. Kept it on the up and up. Nobody never missed like that.
I hate to get hit that.
Now, what they're going for here, what they're digging these holes for, is they're going to put dynamite in them. Now, they've got a pattern over here of 21 holes that they're digging, and it takes these miners 3 days to do that. And this goes on for like a year. And after a year, they came up with steam power. There's a little bit right here, or a little adapter, that turned this thing into like a jackhammer. Now, instead of 3 days, they could get that job done in 1 day, so the owners loved that. The miners hated it because it stirred up all sorts of dust. Miners breathe that dust, they die in 3 to 5 years. Miners' lungs, so they got a legitimate gripe right there. But they got kind of lucky because 6 months after that, they came onto this little water adapter. They could put that water adapter on this, it stopped the dust. Now the miners are going to live, and the owners are getting their job done pretty quick. So we'll go over here and I'll show you this pattern that they're digging.
Don't let go, David. Get your hand in there. I know, you still hold it. Hey, give me a hand.
Who are you? Batman? Spider-Man? Spider-Man. Anyway, come on down here if you can. Just kind of get in here and get kind of, over everybody kind of see this.
The white eyes and pointy ears and spank me.
So this right here is what these miners are trying to get. This is a horseshoe-shaped pattern right here. There is 21 holes in it, and each one of these holes goes 7 feet deep. Each one of these holes can hold 10 sticks of dynamite. So we're talking 200 sticks of dynamite right here. They also dig a hole in the middle and they leave it blank. That's just to make a weak spot when all this other dynamite goes off to kind of implode and all fall out here. Now, there's 21 fuses here. Somebody's got to light them. I told you it's dark in here. All they got is a candle. So my guess is it's a little guy that can see in the dark. But anyway, after he lights that first fuse, he's got 30 seconds. It's all going to start going, and he's got to light 21 of them. So he lights all of them, takes off running, and this all blows up. Comes out here.
This way on webs.
So the miners let that dust settle. They come back and pick up all this rock. They throw it into that cart over there. That's an ore cart. That'll hold like a ton of rock. So that's on rails. Now when they fill that up, they push it right on through that tunnel back there. And when they got to the other end, that main shaft back there, they hauled it all back up top. And they had crushers up top. They put it in them crushers and sifted through it and got to go. That seems like a whole lot of transferring rock around, but that's how they did it and made more money than anybody. Look over this little important piece of equipment right here. Yeah, I'm trying to get some of you come on down in here if you can. I am going to make it a little dark in here in a minute. So you might hang on to your living.
David, you need to give this to someone else.
So this right here, important piece of equipment. Anybody got this figured out? It's not no stove. Everybody says stove. This is a toilet. It's a toilet. It's a honey wagon is what they call this. They have to have a honey wagon because they got like 100 miners down here. So this one comes equipped with the man to run it. This was a job for somebody. He was called the honey dipper. Now the way this worked, this was on rails. They had a little side rail here. The honey wagon is it. Miner need this. He'd come through out here with his candle in the dark and haul it for the honey wagon.